yeah, and I'll get the cowboy bag.
Ice cream. Mom, ice cream, please.
Ice cream. Like a wireless tap, okay? It doesn't work no more, like shit. Biscuit. Funny.
Oh, that's good. This looks like pancakes.
I think it's fine. What did you get? The Pothos?
Yeah. There's more. Oh, I think it's baby. There's more.
What is that?
That looks good. Let's see.
Strawberry like that.
Good morning and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to do a different type of video. We're going to do like a day in the life vlog. So hopefully it's like this type of video. And today, so we just had our breakfast and today I really need to get some hand wash done. We have a lot of wool blend sweaters and leggings for our kids, so I now and then have to hand wash, and I want to show you the process of washing cashmere and wool because these are really delicate items that if you throw in the wash, even on delicate settings, you can ruin your items. And these things are pricey, so you don't want to ruin them. So today I'm going to walk you through how I wash my wools and cashmeres. Okay, let me just start by showing you. This is where I keep all of my wools or things that need to be spot treated. That way I don't get them in our regular wash by mistake. So this is all the pile I'm looking at, and most of these things here on top are just Emily's clothes and things that need to be spot treated. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is, this used to be my kids' tub, and don't worry, we don't even use it for them anymore. Emily outgrew it months ago. You can do whatever you think you'll be more comfortable in, but I like just using our bathtub. I have this mat down here that helps me with my needs. What we're gonna do is we're going to fill this up with lukewarm water. And believe it or not, this is the soap I'm using. It's just the regular Johnson & Johnson baby wash. So I fill it up halfway, so you don't need a ton of water. We're going to be very gentle with it. We're not going to move it around too much, so you don't need a lot of water. And then you only need like about a teaspoon of soap. And then you do want to move the water around with the soap, that way everything can be distributed. So as you can see, I'm gently moving this around. You don't want to be swishing and wringing, none of that. So just be very gentle with it. Move it around just a little bit. Press it down so that water can absorb. But like I said, you don't need a lot of water for this reason, because if you had too much water, then you'd be swishing a lot more. Just pat it. And I know it may not look like you're washing, but believe me, this water is starting to look dirty. I can already see some dust coming out. This is Emily's sweater. She was outside wearing this and I can already see all the dust. It's very hard to capture it on camera, but believe me, this works, and this will keep your items very soft looking and not like flannel. Okay, so now we're going to remove this so we can dump this water, and then we're going to add more water in the tub, and it's going to be lukewarm water just the same, but we're going to rinse this time. So we're going to keep our sweater to the side because we don't want the water to run through the sweater very quick and destroy the fibers. And yes, it's that delicate. Okay, so now we are going to do the same exact thing we were doing, just patting and lightly swishing, but not too much. You just want to lightly swoosh, but not so much. Just very lightly. Okay, so we're going to remove this now. Okay, so I'm going to press this down so we can get it. So we can remove some of the excess water. And we're probably not going to remove all of it, but it's okay. We're going to do another step. Okay, so now you're going to take a towel and you're going to extend it like this. Okay, so now we're going to take our sweater and put it like this, and we're going to roll everything to remove all of the excess leftover water. We're going to press as we go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my sweater over this, but I do want to protect it because I know that's pretty rough. I don't want my sweater to snag, so I'm going to take the swaddle blanket and lay it over and then put my sweater on top. Preferably put it on a surface that's flat, like this one. Okay, so we're going to let this dry for a few days or hours, depending where you live. This may take longer, but yeah, they recommend 5 to 6 times after wearing to wash wool, unless you know your child's been out and getting dirty like mine. She was out and she was really dirty and dusty, so I knew this needed to be washed. So you kind of know when it's time for a wash. This is a little sneak peek on how Emily's room's turning out. So originally I tried putting wallpaper, but I only had maybe like two panels, maybe like 2 or 3 panels, and I realized I needed more. And by the time I went to order, they were already out of stock at Target, so I ended up not doing that. So we decided to go out on a stroll and let the kids be themselves, run around and just capture every moment. And this is one of our hobbies. Me and my husband both enjoy doing this for our kids. And I'm so grateful for that, because at the end of the year we have all of these pictures we've collected. And I like to do photo books for the grandparents, or sometimes we'll just wait for a Mother's Day and give that as a gift. Okay, so it's getting a little dark here, but I still want to show you how our Christmas tree's coming along this year for Christmas. Some of our gifts still haven't arrived, so I'm still waiting to do the final touches, like the ribbon and any garnishes. Over here we have a few books the kids are reading this time of year. And over here we have some candles and our stockings. Okay, so over here I have a plant and all of the kids' toys. Actually, this is not all the kids' toys. We do have more toys upstairs, but that'll be for another date for us to show you. I'm gonna walk you around just a little bit of what we have. All of this is kids' toys and things for them to play with. And here are just like tablets, and I really like this one that helps the kids learn letter sounds. You can play games. And then we have a leapfrog laptop. That one's really nice. The kids love that one. Over here we just have a few other toys. Over here we have a picnic basket that we don't even use, but we will use it soon. Here we just have some random toys that really I'm just trying to keep them away from because they're little and they're tiny and it's so tedious to pick up. So I do have them here, but I just have it put away. And Michael does water this plant by himself. I just have to give him the water and he'll water it. This year my kids are getting a lot of different toys, so maybe in a separate video I'll show you guys what I got my kids this year. But let me just go over what I have so far because I think a lot of you may want to know. My daughter is 18 months and my son just turned 4 in August, so these are the toys that they like playing, but I have to be honest, not all of these are being played with anymore. Like this one, they rarely pick up this one. I did leave it here because I want Michael to learn the whole clock concept, and he's still picking up on that. They do play with this castle. Then we use this as a counter for when Michael's doing like math problems in school. This is from Dollar Tree. I was so surprised to find this, and it's wood. And he really does like this. I don't just buy wooden toys for my kids. I let them pick what they like, but wooden toys are my favorite. And then this, I was also very fortunate to find at the Dollar Tree a couple years ago, I think when Michael was a baby. And I hold on to it for so many years until just now we took it out. And I am very careful because they are pretty small and can be choking hazards. Over here, Michael got this from Grandma. Grandma gave him this, I think it's supposed to be like a bird feeder. Michael likes to play with that, so that is that. And then over here was one of our Christmas presents to Michael, but he found it and now it's here. He's playing with his toys. So that is that. That's from Target. Over here I have a couple of wooden blocks, and they don't always play with this, but they will occasionally pick it up and do letters and put letters together. But they will occasionally pick it up and use them. Over here, this doesn't really go here. It goes upstairs because Michael has a market, and that's being used upstairs, but for some reason they brought it down here. And then this is just holding these blocks. Well, actually they're not blocks, they're the Jenga. And I was also surprised to find that at Dollar Tree, and the kids use it for train tracks, they use it to build a fence, they use it with these blocks to make a castle. They use it for multiple things. And then over here we just have some felt numbers and shapes. Those are from Target. This is from my closet. My kids probably brought it here. And then over here we do have some wooden dowels and some balls that go to this over here. My daughter especially loves that toy. Okay, so that is that. And then these little houses are from a Christmas collection, like nativity collection we've had for so many years. And I like that these are like the nesting houses and are so easy to put away. The kids love playing with this when they're doing train tracks or if they're playing farm. They take them out and I love the way it looks. It looks really, really precious. And then over here we have these shape blocks. And I have to admit, that one they don't really play with anymore. I think they've outgrown that one. I think Emily might be a little into it, but normally it's just when I take it out she gets all into it, but not so much. And this is just filled with a lot of animals. Sometimes Michael will play, he has a zoo, and when he plays with when he's playing barn, then he'll take out these. He has this one, a bunch of animals. And then over here, well, we have more than this, but they're normally in this basket. We have all of the felt foods in here. And actually this doesn't fit all of our felt. We do have two So this basket fits some of our felt foods. We do have other areas here where the kids store them. Over here we have, I've already showed you this. Do here is you just drop a ball. And the kids love that. And I also think the noise is pretty relaxing. So I like that. And then this is from the Dollar Tree. I bought it years ago when Michael was just a baby. This is a fire department station. We had a farm that was just like this one. It's made out of cardboard. What I liked is that I realized that Michael was all into it. And now this Christmas he is getting an actual barn. Over here, this is a baby book. I love this, and this is one of the ones that I really like. It's from Melissa and Doug. The kids learn how to undo the latches, and they open doors, they count, there's colors, and there is so much to teach the kids here. So this one's one of my favorites. And then over here we have a water mat. Our books we read at night, the kids just happen to bring it here. This actually doesn't even go here. These books do belong here. I just like keeping the smaller books here, that way they can read them if they're interested. And then over here we have all of the other toys that I don't like to keep out because it gets pretty messy. Yeah. So unless everything is clean, I like to let them take one box at a time. And we do have them separated by cars, and over here it's all the Legos. And then down here is all of the food, the felt, and kitchen items. And then Michael and Emily are currently coloring, but normally we have the Lego mat on top of this table, so that way they're comfortable while they're building their Legos. And then over here we have the IKEA kitchen. I really like this kitchen because it does come with an attachment at the bottom that makes it low or higher depending on the kid's height. And I believe we are storing some toys down there. These plants are not real, they're just there for decor. And this is Michael's boat. We also got it from the Dollar Tree. I like to keep it up here because it is a safety hazard with those pointy things up there. It's pretty pointy and I'm afraid the kids might step on it or fall on them, so that's why I keep it up here. And the kids really love using this boat. I can show you a few clips on how kids play. I do have some fabric that the kids lay. One is blue and green, and one is more for like the fields, mountains, and then the other one will be like the ocean, the beach, lake, or whatever they want to play. I'll put a small clip so you guys can get an idea. It's so beautiful, and it's a Waldorf inspired idea. I really love the Waldorf and Montessori methods, so you'll see some things are Montessori inspired and Waldorf inspired. And then over here we just have a bunch of books, and the reason why they're like that is because the kids do put them away. We are working very hard here teaching the kids to put their own things away. Here are some plates. We don't have much here. Over here I do have a little sponge that I just happened to buy, and I cut it in half. I probably cut more than half, and I made this little sponge. It's so cute. Emily does have another toy with the working faucet, and I'll insert a clip. She loves playing, like she's washing dishes, and the kids get so entertained. Obviously, it's something you want to be watching your kids because they like to either drink the water. I would just say watch your kids because it is something to do with water, especially Emily. She's still pretty young. We try to be extra careful with the kids. So, and then down here, we just have a couple of more food. And we have some eggs, some cutting boards. And then these are actually from the Dollar Tree. They came in a pack of 4, I believe. I got them from there, and they're pretty sturdy. They've held pretty long. This is from the Melissa and Doug. And my kids stole my popsicle maker, but that's okay because we're during winter time and I hardly use it. And then these are from Michael's. The only thing is these don't crack, but the kids still love playing with these. There's one that got lost while I was shopping. I thought I picked up 6. I only picked up 5, but maybe next time we'll buy another one. And then we also have, let me show you because these are one of their favorites also. These are from the Ansi Pansy line at Target. I believe they no longer carry it, but it was one of our favorite lines because they have a bunch of these felt toys. And the reason why I really like this is because Michael will count with these, or they'll play that they're making apple pie with this over here, and they have a lot of fun. So yeah, so yeah, I really love these. And last but not least, this is Emily's bassinet stroller. This is where she keeps her baby. And this was a purchase from Etsy. The only thing I would probably say is that these are probably not going to last very long because they are made out of seagrass, or I don't know what you would call this. This can get a little bit pointy in some areas, so we keep it here and I'm watching her all the time. I don't think these are great for learning how to walk because the wheels do spin very fast. But she's now walking and she's able to control her speed, and we love the way it looks also. So that was our little play area tour for you guys. Now I really need to get to is we're going to decorate our staircase. Okay, so this is how it turned out. I didn't have enough to put all the way to the end, but that's okay. I think I'm fine with this. And so now I really want to cut these vines because they're growing way too long. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trim these pothos. I like to, what I do is so this is where the end is, and then I just go ahead and trim it like about over here. And we don't need this long piece, so we're going to trim it short like this. And we're going to do the same thing here and just leave this like this. And now we are left with a bunch of these. And what we're going to do is I like to collect these jars from soups and sauces. I filled it up and now we're going to place them in here. That is all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.